BBL 851, turn right, heading 180. Order 14 Papa, turn right 245, report localizer established 27.
The Airbus A350 has recently made headlines thanks to service coding irregularities found on a 4-year-old Airbus A350 with Qatar Airways that was actually set to receive a special livery when it was found. This is the Qatar World Cup 2022 livery that has already been applied to their Boeing 777. The report is thanks to aviation24.be and will be linked in the sources area of the description. However, thanks to an Airbus spokesperson that spoke directly to the news website, we learnt more about the findings and what the spokesperson for Airbus said in regards to the problem that was found and how they'll go about fixing it, and also just maybe the risk or no risk that it poses to the general public. They said, whilst undergoing a repaint at Shannon, Qatar Airways Airbus A350-900 aircraft was observed to have some irregularities on the surface coating. The issue is superficial and cosmetic and only visible when the top coat of the paint is stripped. It is not a structural composite issue. In agreement with Qatar Airways, the aircraft will be flown to Toulouse for further inspection, which has now been done, as a precaution and repainting. There is no safety concern. The aircraft, following this announcement and findings, was indeed flown to Airbus HQ, located in the southern part of France, Toulouse, where it'll of course just be checked thoroughly by various Airbus engineers to determine that this issue is not as widespread as once again the Airbus spokesperson has said that it is not. They just want to make sure, of course, that it will not pose any sort of safety risk to anyone, even though everyone is under the impression that it will not. This is honestly the best case scenario when we find something like this with any type of aircraft. Like all things though, they do need to be checked out, as aircraft are very important to day-to-day life, and these aircraft are responsible for carrying hundreds of passengers usually every single day, thousands each week. So it is completely essential that any sort of irregularity, as has been noted by this spokesperson, is checked thoroughly. The registration of the aircraft in question is A7-ALL and was actually involved in a ground collision all the way back in 2018, some 3 years ago now. The good news from this problem that has been identified is that it's nothing serious, it is only purely cosmetic. If it was structural, we could be talking about a whole different thing. And now Airbus will conduct routine checks to determine what the best course of action is, and like they've said, it's likely going to be a repaint, if anything is properly needed to rectify what was of course discovered. If you have any thoughts, please do not hesitate to leave them in the comments below, and as always, thank you so much for your continued support. I do very much look forward to you all joining me in the next video.